Hello guys, BlenderDefender here with another quick tip tutorial, and in this one I'm going to show you how you can use my new add-on Gizmodal Ops to make working with the Blender transform tools just a little bit easier.
BlenderDefender.
So, I have loaded a simple scene that I've been experimenting with recently. When I'm working with that scene, I often do basic stuff like moving, rotating or scaling the objects. But sometimes it's quicker to use the gizmos instead of the modal operator. This is where Gizmodal Ops comes into play. Instead of tapping G to use the modal operator, I hold G and move the mouse. And just as usual, I can move my object, but if I want to use the gizmo operator, I press and release G and the gizmo operator appears. This works as well for the rotate and scale tool. The trick here is that anytime I press and release G, R or S, the add-on listens for any key press that might be a modal operation, and if it hears anything like that, it will then switch to the modal operator. What you get is a very intuitive mix of using the gizmo like this or switching to modal operations like this. Because one workflow doesn't get in the way of the other, it makes using both of them much easier. If you're a beginner or coming from another 3D software, it's the first add-on I would install to get used to Blender much quicker. Teachers of Blender, your students will thank you. There are a couple of settings that you can change to customize the behavior of Gizmodal Ops. You can find them in the sidebar under the View panel. The first setting defines a time window, how long you can press additional keys such as X, Y or Z after pressing and releasing the G key, which will lock the object to the X, Y or Z axis. The default setting is 2 seconds, which works fine in most cases. The next setting that you can change is how sensitive Gizmodal Ops will react to mouse movements. The lower you set this value, the faster you will have to move your mouse to trigger the modal operator. The last setting is particularly useful when you're new to Gizmodal Ops and need to get used to it. If you enable automatically switch to lock to view axis, the modal operator will always instantly be triggered, just like what you're used to. After you're finished using the modal operator, the gizmo will be enabled so you can make further adjustments. And that's how you can use Gizmodal Ops to unlock the full power of the Blender transform tools. I hope this tutorial was helpful. Leave a like and subscribe if it was, or tell me in the comments what kind of tutorial would be helpful to you. I wish you a great day, and always remember, a river cuts its way through stone not because it's so strong, but because it persistently pursues its destination.